Yes, sir, Honorable.
He also interrupted me, Chair, when I was speaking. So I'm returning the favor. Minister, I was hoping by now your staff members would have produced you with the letter that you claim was consultation with the NSA. So I've just got one quick question, Minister. Do you still stand by your statement earlier on that on the 7th of August, you never held a consultative meeting with the National Skills Authority? Do you stand by that?
Okay, so I don't know what date you referring to, but as it relates to the putting SETAs under administration, I have not had a physical meeting with the National Skills Authorities Board.
Now, thank you. So it means you stand by what you said. This is why I'm asking you, Minister. In your answering affidavit to the local government SETA, you say, maybe let me read it very quickly, Chair. On 7 August 2025, I consulted with the National Skills Authority in terms of the provision of Section 15(1) of the SDA Act as amended, which clearly states, we know what it says, I won't go to that. Paragraph 89, you say, Minister, during the consultation with the NSA, the business of the day was the discussion of the investigation that was initiated by the National Treasury following the allegations from an anonymous whistleblower consistent with the principles of accountability and ethical governance in the public sector. Is this true?
Can the honourable member repeat that?
Your answering affidavit to the local government SETA, to the court, says, on the 7th of August 2025, I consulted with the National Skills Authority in terms of the provision of Section 15(1) of the SDA as amended, which clearly states, I won't read what it states, we all know what it states. Paragraph 89 then reads, during the consultation with the NSA on the 7th of August, the business of the day, and I repeat, the business of the day was the discussion of the investigation that was initiated by the National Treasury following the allegations from an anonymous whistleblower consistent with the principles of accountability and ethical governance in the public sector.
Yes. What's the point, honourable member?
You say you never had a meeting with these people of consultation.
Yes, I've never had a physical meeting with the National Skills Authority.
You had a meeting virtually.
Honourable member, I've never had a physical or virtual meeting with the
So
National
what is your
Skills
Authority. Understanding of a business of the day?
I consulted with the National Skills Authority as it relates to the said SETA in the manner in which I consulted. And I think if there's any other thing that the honourable member wants to take up, I think we
Minister, what is your understanding of saying, during the consultation with the NSA, the business of the day was the discussion of an investigation that was initiated by National Treasury? Remember, you said before this committee that you didn't have a meeting with these people. You sent them a letter, they then responded. That's not a discussion. That's correspondence. Send them a letter, but in your court papers, you say, during the consultation with the NSA, so it's something that is happening during. The business of the day was the discussion of the investigation that was initiated by the National Treasury.
What is the honourable member trying to suggest?
It means these versions can't both be true at the same time. They are mutually exclusive, Minister. It's either you're lying to Parliament or you're lying to the courts of South Africa.
Well, yeah. The facts of the matter is, as I've mentioned, I have never had a physical or virtual meeting with the National Skills Authority. I'm required to consult with the National Skills Authority. There is no description as to the form of that consultation, and as far as I'm concerned, the affidavit I've deposed before the court was consistent with my recollection of those facts.
Thank you, Chair.
And I think that's
Thanks, Chair.
thanks,
I've made my point.
Yeah, I was just going to say through the minister, the consultation did take place, but as the minister says, it's not prescribed that he has to come in person. The officials of the department, acting on the instruction of the minister, consulted with the NSA. Thanks.
Chairperson, can I come in? So just for clarity, so the minister, so you guys had a meeting and the minister had sent a delegation. Like, make it make sense, because now you're saying there were officials of the department on behalf. So Shalosa, what happened? What is the manner of consultation that the minister did? Did he pick up the phone? Did you have a video call? What happened?
All right. The Public Service Act will inform you that the department and its officials, they serve to support the minister. So a letter was received addressed to the chairperson by the minister, and on the
The
basis
chairperson of the NSA.
of the NSA. On the basis of that letter, the item on the consultation by the minister in respect of the taking over of the administration of the seat as concerned was then included in the agenda of the.
So the business of
So
the day
then
that the
there were-
minister is referring
so
to in the
then
court
there were-
paper is the business of that particular meeting, which the department was mandated to go to as part of service to support the minister.
Yeah, let's separate. The court papers were not involved here. So I'm just saying, then the item was placed on the agenda, then there was a presentation of the case to the NSA with all the issues involved, and there was a discussion, a resolution was taken, and an advice to the minister was then written.
Okay.
Resolution was taken, and an advice to the minister was then written.
Okay. Mr. Kuzwa, what act is this? Guides you here?
The Skills Development Act, sir.
Yeah. Which act? Which section?
Section 15.
Can you open it there?
I have
It's section
it.
15(1).
Section 15(1).
Yeah. What does it say?
The minister may, after consultation with the National Skills Authority and the SETA in question, direct the Director General to appoint an administrator to take over the administration of a SETA or to perform the functions of a SETA. If the SETA fails to perform its functions,
Wara,
Okay,
those
it's fine.
ones. But the first line there, what does it say?
the minister may, after consultation
Hold
with the
on.
National Skills
Does
Authority.
it say or delegated person?
No, it does not say.
Yeah, you see, that's why I don't understand why sometimes that question was not asked. But we enter and give answers that I honestly, I don't understand. Because all along here, we're having a discussion about what the Act says. Now, what you have just said, trying to explain, you are in fact saying yourself as the NSA may have sat in an illegal or irregular meeting. Because it's not what the Act says. That 15(1) says the minister and does not say or delegated. So somebody who argues can go and argue and say the NSA sat in an irregular meeting. And discussed the contents of, because the minister had responded and said, I had consulted, I'd written.
Yeah.
You are saying, okay, Honorable Lonzi says, no, that's not entirely true, there's this part. You say, no, indeed that meeting, took place, but we had officials of the department. No, even if it's delegated by the minister, the Act does not prescribe, because all along we've been having a discussion about what the Act prescribes and what it does not. So you are now creating a problem for you, and this is what Honorable Ngubane was saying, that there are certain things that I don't know how you colleagues want to explain them. Because the Act, that's why I said read it. Because you are saying he consulted through the department. If the Act wanted to have that provision, it would have included it. It does not include it. But you want to mention it when, in fact, it was not even asked. Minister, you wanted to say something?
No. I thought the matter has been closed with Honorable Lonzi, because I thought the question is whether have I consulted or not, So, thank you, Chair.
No, it was closed until that the Kuzwa
Chair,
opened.
sorry to do this, because and you always make this point, that people answer things that they were not asked and they end up forcing us into another discussion. So, for the record, because he's totally misrepresented what I was talking about, here I'm not talking about the department. Once the minister says I in an affidavit, he is taking personal accountability. If the minister says on the 7th of August, I consulted with the NSA, and the business of the day of that consult, he's speaking about himself. He would have, if he wanted to say, I sent department officials to go and consult on my behalf, he would have said that in the affidavit. So we're not dealing with that. We're dealing with the minister. In court, he says, I consulted, but in parliament, he says, I sent a letter and the NSA responded. So I just wanted to clarify that aspect, Chair.